Today we are going to discuss on your last topic of the lesson, nervous tissue. Students, nervous tissue, what is nervous tissue? Nervous tissues are the kind of tissues which are consist of a specialized type of cells that are called nerve cell or neuron. Yes, students, nerve cell or neurons constitute to form the nervous tissue. Students, as you all of you study that the nervous tissues are the consist of nerve cells or neuron. Nerve cell or neuron are the kinds of neurosensory cells that has ability to receive the stimuli from external as well as internal body environment. Yes, students, it has ability to receive the stimuli from the external as well as internal body environment and also have ability to give feedback against such kind of stimuli, that is called response. Yes, students, that is called response. Thus, we can define that the nerve cells or neurons are the kinds of specialized neurosensory cells that has ability to transmit the impulses from the whole parts of body to our brain and spinal cord, as well as the responses against the stimuli from the brain or spinal cord to our receptor organs. Yes, students, now we are going to study about the nerve cell or neuron. Yes, students, nerve cell or neuron. A nerve cell or neuron is a kind of neurosensory cells which are originated from the embryo of neuroblast. Yes, students, it is originated from the embryonic neuroblast cells. It is somewhat star-like and their substance causes many protoplasmic processes. It causes many protoplasmic processes. These are the collateral fibers that arises from the branched axon, and this is the ending of axon through which the another protoplasmic process arises in the form of dendron and dendrites. Students, the cell body of cytosol has the primarily branched fibers that are called the dendrons, and when it further get branched into further protoplasmic processes, these are called dendrites. The dendrites are grouped to form a kind of network of nerves that is called ganglion. Yes, students, such type of networks of the dendrites that profusely branch to form the ganglion. The ganglions are deeply sited upon the receptor organs as well as the kind of muscles that are present on the different body parts. This is the central enlarged shaped nucleus. It is quite oval shaped, and around the nucleus there is missile body. The Nissan bodies are also called Nissan granules. They are a highly energetic type of substances that are found in the cell body are cytosol. This is the axon hillock through which the axon part of the nerve cell will be arises. This structure helps in forming the covering layer of the axon part, and it is consists of the special kind of cells. Such cells are called Schwann cells. These cells are neurosensory and covered by a protein sheath that is called the myelin sheath. The myelinated sheath's outermost covering is also called neurulema. These are the nucleus of the Schwann cells. The cell name are coined after the name of discoverer, T. Schwann. It means Theodor Schwann. Now I am going to label the diagram. Before labeling the diagram, first I here draw the striated muscles are effector muscles that are profusely found in our limbs, or you can say that these are the type of skeletal muscles. The striated are skeletal muscles. These are the sensory fibers that receives the stimuli from the receptor organs. This can be taken as the muscles of receptor organs. It can be arm or any other sense organs, and this is the motor nerve fibers. The nucleus, Schwann cells, this is the whole cylindrical part of the nerve cell or neuron that is called axon, and the ending of axon forms the node of Ranvier. Node of Ranvier. And from the node of Ranvier, it possesses many nerve fibers or nerve endings. These nerve fibers and nerve endings also have ability to merge with another kind of nerve cell or neuron with the help of a protoplasmic process that is somewhat threads-like, and these protoplasmic processes are called synapse. The synaptic button, you can set it synaptic button, and this is another nerve cell or neuron. This is the nucleus of the neuron, cyton or cell body. Nissan granules are called Nissan bodies. This is the axon hillock, from which the axon part of the nerve cell is arises. This is the primarily branched fibers that arises from the cell body called dendrons, and the more branched nerve fibers that further arises by branching the dendrons are called dendrites. Besides this, the cytosol of the nerve cell or neuron causes the kinds of cell organelles like mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, ribosomes, etc. Now students, this is the collateral fibers. Yes students, collateral fibers that is profusely branched by the axon part and forms the collateral fibers. Now students, what are the important parts of a nerve cell or neuron? There are three parts of a nerve cell or neuron. What are these? The first one is the cell body. The second one is the dendrons and dendrites. Dendrons and dendrites. And the third one is axon. Now I am going to define each and every part of the nerve cell or neuron with the help of this diagram. Students, at first I take cell body. The cell body of a nerve cell or neuron is somewhat star shaped, as all of you visualize on this green board. It has many profusely protoplasmic structures that primarily and secondarily get branched into many fibrous nerves. It has a central involved shape, oval shaped nucleus, and around the nucleus there is presence of Nissen's granules or Nissen's bodies. These Nissen's granules or Nissen bodies are highly energetic types of micromolecules that are known for the transmission of impulses more rapidly or quickly. Now students, this is the whole cytoplasm of the nerve cell that is called cytosol. The cytosol contains important cell organelles and more number of mitochondria compared with the normal somatic cells. Such cells possess more number of mitochondria because the metabolic rate inside the nerve cell is quite more than the somatic, or you can say that all other body cells, and it contains the number of Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum and ribosomes in adequate amount. The cell body or cytosol has many protoplasmic structures. These protoplasmic processes or structures are called dendron and dendrites. A cell body or cytosol may contain one or more profusely branched rod cylindrical like structure that are covered by a layer of proteinous sheath that is called neurilemma. If you are going to detect this layer, then it is somewhat look like as I illustrated here. This is the neurilemma. you can label this at here, the neurilemma, and this is the myelin sheath that is covered on the nerve cells, or you can say that nerve fibers. This is the myelin protein. This protein helps to eradicate or to avoid the kinds of disjunction between the kinds of impulses, either they are received and transmitted by the sensory nerves, or they are transmitted by the brain or spinal cord through the motor nerves. You can take the example of a cable, that the main cable of the house, to understand this part of the nerve cell or neuron very perfectly. What you seen in the cable is covered by a black color coat, and in the inner part of the cable there is two wires. One is for the main supply or live wire, and another is the neutral wire, or that is covered by the black cover or green cover, and the main wire, or you can say that the live wire, is covered by the red color coat. Students, these are the two wires. These are the two wires. It means nerve fibers. Among one is the sensory and another is the motor nerve fiber, and both are coated by the myelin sheath. Both are coated with myelin sheath, and on both myelinated nerve fibers there is a external covering of neurilemma, just like to the cable of the house. Yes, student, the cable of the house circuit, the axon part having the nerve fibers can be represented. Now students, these myelinated coat avoid the kinds of disjunction that are helps in any kind of disjunction between the impulses, either they are received or transmitted by the brain or spinal cord. Thus students, we are going to the second part of the cell body or cytosol, dendron and dendrites. The dendrons are the primarily protoplasmic process, and when it get further branched, they form the secondary protoplasmic process that are called dendrites, as labeled in the diagram. These protoplasmic processes are the have a ending point that helps in linking with the another kind of nerve fibers or nerve cells or neuron. Now students, the third part is axon. Axon is a single protoplasmic, it may be branched or unbranched type as shown in the diagram. This is a branch type of the axon of a nerve cell or neuron. This branch part is called collateral part or collateral fibers. It originated from the axon hillock and end with the node of Ranvier. It is covered by a kind of cells. Such cells are called Schwann cells. These cells are neurosensory cells, and they are covered by the external coat that is called neurilemma, and inside the neurilemma the myelin protein sheath is present. Students, the end of the axon is called node of Ranvier, that further have branched into the dendrons and dendrites, and that helps in connecting with the another nerve cell or neuron with the help of points, or you can say that a ground substance that is called synaptic buttons. Synapses are the kinds of points or regions that helps in linking one nerve fibers to another nerve fibers for transmission of impulses to the different part of the body parts. Thus students, this chapter will be ended, and I hope you all of you understand this chapter very well. And one more information for all of you, you have to regularly complete your notes from the PDF as well as the lecture that are provided you. And if any kind of questions or problems, you can also comment in the box. Thanks students for joining today's lecture.